Before we dive into what might be the most consequential injury update of the entire 2025 season, please hit that like button on the video right now to help us get this news out to the Ramily. And go ahead and drop your name and city in the comments section below. I want to see exactly where the Rams faithful are tuning in from as we brace for what comes next. I have been covering the NFL for a long time, and there are certain sequences in a game that you just know will alter the trajectory of a season. And we just witnessed a nightmare scenario unfold for the Los Angeles Rams. Just moments after Davante Adams was forced to leave the game, a blow that already had the sideline scrambling, Puka Nacua went down, and the silence that fell over the offense was palpable. I have been re-watching the footage of the injury mechanism, and here is my immediate analysis of the situation based on what we saw and what sources are whispering from the sideline. Nacua secured a pass from Matthew Stafford, and true to his nature, was fighting for extra yardage. He does not go down easy, and that is usually his superpower, but in this instance, it put him in a vulnerable spot. As the tackle was made, his left leg got caught underneath the weight of the defender in an incredibly awkward position. We saw the knee and ankle torque in a way that anatomy simply isn't designed to bend. Initially, the optics were about as bad as they get. Nacua attempted to get up and immediately realized he could not put weight on that left leg. When you see a competitor as tough as Puka, a guy who plays through bruises and bangs every single week, refuse to put weight on a limb, the immediate concern in the press box shifts to structural damage, specifically looking at the ligaments in the knee or a high ankle sprain severity. However, I want to provide a sliver of context that offers a glimmer of hope amidst the panic. After being attended to by the training staff, Nacua was eventually able to walk off the field. There was a limp, absolutely, but he moved under his own power. I have spoken to medical experts in the past regarding these types of lower body entanglements, and the ability to bear weight, while not definitive, is often a positive first sign that we might have avoided a complete bone fracture. However, we cannot rule out ligament damage purely based on his ability to walk, as adrenaline in the heat of a December game can mask significant instability. Let's talk about the ramifications here, because they are massive. We are late in the season. It is December 14th. Playoff seeding is on the line. The Rams have built their entire 2025 offensive identity around the dual threat capability of Puka Nacua and Davante Adams. They are, without hyperbole, one of the best receiver tandems on the planet this season. To lose one of them forces a schematic shift. To lose both of them in the span of a single quarter is a strategic catastrophe for Sean McVay. Stafford relies on Nacua not just for the explosive plays, but for the dirty work over the middle, the third down conversions, where the window is tight and the contact is heavy. Nacua has been the safety blanket. If the MRI results coming tomorrow reveal a multi-week absence, or worse, a season-ending designation, the Rams are looking at a completely different offense heading into January. The sideline demeanor told a story of its own. I'm told there was a sense of shock among the offensive line and the coaching staff. You simply do not prepare to lose your WR1 and WR2 in back-to-back series. While the initial reports suggest that because both Adams and Nacua were eventually ambulatory, there is hope, we have to remain incredibly cautious. Soft tissue injuries, MCL sprains, and high ankle sprains can linger for weeks, sapping a receiver of the explosiveness needed to separate at the NFL level. Even if Puka avoids surgery, a grade 2 sprain at this point in the calendar essentially wipes out the rest of the regular season and puts his availability for the wildcard round in serious jeopardy. From a roster construction standpoint, the depth chart is now under a microscope. We are going to find out very quickly what the reserves are made of. This puts an immense amount of pressure on the tight ends and the running backs to absorb a target share that is frankly unprecedented to replace. We are talking about 20-plus targets a game between Adams and Nacua that now have to be redistributed. You simply cannot replicate the chemistry Nacua has with Stafford overnight with a depth receiver. That timing is built on thousands of reps. The next 24 hours are critical for this franchise. The team will be conducting comprehensive imaging on Nakua's left leg immediately. We are looking for confirmation on the ACL, MCL, and the ankle structure. The best-case scenario here is a low-grade sprain or a bone bruise that requires rest but allows for a return in the playoffs. The worst-case scenario is one I don't even want to speculate on until we have the official medicals, but it involves surgery and a long rehab. This is a test of resilience for Los Angeles. They have dealt with injuries before, but the timing and the volume of talent potentially lost today is a gut punch. I will be monitoring the situation minute by minute, and as soon as those MRI results leak, I will have an update for you. But right now, the concern level in Los Angeles should be at an all-time high. My question to you guys is this:
If Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams are both forced to miss time, do you trust the depth of this roster to keep the Super Bowl window open, or does this double injury effectively end the run for 2025? Let me know your honest thoughts in the comments below.